YouTube, what's going on? YouTube, what is going on? What is happening, man? Of course, you got one more time, DEDRICKHICKSJR, and I'm back with another fragrance video. All right, Smell Good family. Hopefully everyone is doing well, doing great, doing fantastic, positive energy and positive vibes. Y'all know how we give it up here on this channel. All right, so today we are talking balling on a budget. Balling on a budget is very, very real. I guess most responsible adults should budget and, you know, plan out your life accordingly so you can be as okay as possible. All right, so when it comes to fragrances are definitely a luxury. We don't have to have them. If we don't have them, we will survive, I think. All right, but you know, I have fragrances here that are all under that $40 price tag, and you can grab these whether they're in your rack store or they're on discounters on Amazon, and you can smell amazing. I'm a firm believer in you don't have to spend a lot of money to smell great. You don't have to spend a lot of money to separate yourself. You don't have to spend a lot of money to absolutely have something, to experience something that is like nothing else in FragCom. You know, you have your basic DNAs that everybody love in the mass appealing world, and those are great. I have them, you have them. But these 8 right here, they have a little bit something else going on for them to kind of up the ante, and the price is amazing. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. Up first, this is brand new. I've been sitting with it for a little bit. This Milestone perfume line. Shout out to my Uncle CJ out there as well. He showed me some love and sent some things my way, but I found this one in my local TJ Maxx. The sticker is still on it. Let me get that sticker. As you can see, the price is $14.99. It had no cap, but I smelled it and I said, oh, we're grabbing this one. From the house of Milestone Perfumes, we have the Velvet Collection, Black Insenso. Black Insenso. All right, man, this is a spicy, look at that, look. The atomizer is crazy. This is a spicy, sweet fragrance. Some black pepper, some vanilla, some elamine in here. Man, that smells really, really, really good. It's kind of like a semi-burnt vanilla smell to it with the spices. Now, this is a clone of, I think it's Dolce & Gabbana's Black in something. I don't know. I have the bottle over here, but I don't have that much experience with this profile or what it's cloning. But for $14.99, this stuff is good. Now, I will say it does not last that long. On my skin testing, I got about 4 hours, which you can do a lot in 4 hours. But the quality of this, the atomizer, again, that's crazy. One of the best atomizers that I've ever sprayed. But $14, the quality is crazy what you can do. So more for the cooler weather, fall and the winter. You can do a lot with this fragrance, but Milestone Perfumes from the Velvet Collection, Black Insenso, or however it is. You know, I butcher vocabulary. Y'all know that about me by now. This is really good stuff. If you see it, check it out. It wasn't in a glass casing or anything when I copped it. I was able to smell it in the store. Wasn't blind by it. I didn't blind buy it. I smelled it, then I copped it. This one right here, look into it. Big time bang for your buck. All right, it's a bunch of them out there, so I know some of y'all know about that Milestone out there, so y'all drop some information down below in the comments. Up next, man, Old Faithful. I love this stuff. This is inspired by from one of my favorite DNAs of all time, but they did a great job. From the house of Missoni, Missoni Pour Homme. Missoni Pour Homme. This has Bleu de Chanel DNA written all over it. But the difference between the two for me with this one is you get this candied lemon. You get woods in here. You get a nice soft musk in here. It's great, man. It's a versatile everyday scent. I paid $30 for my bottle off Amazon. I believe this is the going rate. $30 is still the going rate for this. If you got to pay $50, $60, don't do it. Keep searching, be patient, and you can get this. Some people, I have a gentleman who I work with, this is his only cologne, and he said he's good to go, and I don't blame him. Like if this is your only fragrance and you pay 30 bucks for this, you're great in every situation. Seriously, if you don't want to get caught up in this craziness of frag this right here is gonna hold you down for sure. So from the house of Milestone, we have Milestone Pour Homme, 30 bucks, and you will smell right. So let's get that in focus if it wants to. The price is so good, it just doesn't want, there we go. All right. Up next, man, one of my favorite houses, and you know, the performance and all that, we're not here to discuss that, but I'm a fan of this stuff. From the house of Varvados, we have the original Johnny V EDT. This is another gentleman's classic, man. You get some woods, some spices, some fruitiness, some green. Gets this fougere vibe to it. Smells so good in the air. This stuff is great quality. You can get a bottle of this right now. I think on Joma Shop I seen for like 25 bucks. $25, $30. Now I don't know if it was a sale they were running. I've never seen this more than $40. But if you're interested in a classic masculine scent profile, you're not trying to spend that much money, but you're trying to smell clean, put together, and unmistakably that you're good. You got your stuff together. This right here, especially for my gentlemen 30 and up, this right here is really, really good stuff. You ain't paying that much money. The performance is hit or miss. Off my skin, I get around 5 to 6 hours. That's more than enough from a day-to-day standpoint. And if you just, you know, want to reignite, just reapply. Big bang for your buck. Good quality. Look, I love the bottle presentation and everything. It just says classy gentleman. That's what it says. Great for the office fellas. From the house of Varvados, we have Johnny V, the original. Great stuff here, man, for sure. Definitely not for everybody. So if you don't have to blind buy, don't get your nose on it first for sure. Up next, man, this stuff is great. This is a great rendition of a blue fragrance from the house of Roas. We have Roas LOM, the EDT. Yeah, camera wants to trip today. The EDT. When I first got this, man, I wore this a lot, and I'm still gonna be wearing it. But you get this nice, very nice juniper berry, blood orange, and vanilla with a touch of green. Clean and fresh, touch of green, but on the dry down, that vanilla and juniper berry really blend beautifully together. So I really enjoy this. I paid 30 bucks for this as well, no more than 35. All fragrance by .ca. And it's just a good everyday wear. If you're not trying to just overdo it thinking about a fragrance, this is another one right along with the Milestone. So everyday scent, clean, fresh, has a nice sweet vanilla in here as it starts to dry down. It becomes rather cozy on the dry down as well, to my experience. So this stuff is good. Another bang for your buck, balling on the budget scent, and it doesn't smell like 30 bucks. None of these fragrances on this list smell like $30. None of them. This stuff is awesome, man. On a budget, look into this, and I think you'll be happy. From the house of Roas, we have Roas LOM. Real good stuff, man. Real good stuff. All right, up next, I found this in a rack store for $25. I have a bottle. My wife has a bottle. I talk about it highly. It will be in my top pickups for 2023 when we roll those end of the year videos out for sure. From the house of Calvin Klein, we have CK All. CK All, yes sir. White florals, citrus, musk, great stuff for everyday, whatever it is. Now during the warmer months, it's great. This is great for the gym. This is great all year round. I don't care what you got going on. Now it's a little cooler out now, so I wear this more so in the house when I'm just kind of lounging around, chilling, maybe doing some editing or some recording, and I don't got a lot going on. This is my fragrance of choice, especially fresh out the shower. So if you're looking for something simple but does have some character to it, the white florals in here mixed in with that grapefruit citrus, it just kind of balances out to something really nice, really pleasing, and I just haven't heard nobody say they haven't liked this at all. This stuff is awesome. From the house of Calvin Klein, $25 for a 200 ml. This is a 200 ml. Check your rack stores. Check your rack stores. That's where I got mine, but I'm sure it's on discounters for that under $30 mark. Even if you get the 100 ml, I said one night the 100 ml was $19.99. The 200 was $5 more, $6 more. whatever. Great choice, a great decision on my part. From the house of Calvin Klein, CK All, balling on a budget for sure. For sure. All right, moving along to probably this is the most darkest, interesting fragrance on this list that somebody, when they smell it, might say, there's no way this is $30 or less. Yes, it is. From the house of Paris Corner, I believe it's from the luxury series, we have Ombre Deloise. Raspberry, oud, benzoin, incense, dark, heavy, spicy fragrance. Now this is an apparent inspired by clone of Louis Vuitton's, I believe it's, what's it called? Ombre Nomade. Yeah, Ombre Nomade. I believe that's the name. I have the bottle over here, but this is an apparent clone of that. Now this right here is heavy and dark. There's a rose floral to it. As it starts to dry down, it kind of creeps out with the raspberry. It does perform in stages. This does have stages, which I like. And I got this off Amazon for around $35.99 when I purchased it. All right. So last time I saw it, it was still around that $35, $40 mark. And this is for a great cooler night out. I'm telling you, if you're dressing it down and it's cooler, colder where you are, fellas, this will shine. Like when she smells this off you, she's going to know, oh, he's different. Oh, he's him. That's what she's going to think wearing this, especially if you're put together and you're wearing this in the right situation. This definitely can shine. This definitely does not smell like it's $30 or $40. It just doesn't. But this stuff is that good, and you can smell like a star without blowing out your bank account. From the house of Paris Corner, from the luxury series, we have Ombre Deloise. I believe that is the proper name for it. Good stuff for sure. I love the, come on, I get it, folks. I love the bottle. It's really, really dope. Dark juice, good stuff. All right. Up next, from the house of Milestone Alhambra, we have Kismet. YSL's Tuxedo is one of the most talked about hype fragrances of the last couple of years, especially in the mainstream of Fragcom. But as time goes by and more clones come out and more inspired buys come out, starting off with the Moustache, EDP, and so forth, the Tux and all these different things, in my opinion, this is the closest that I have smelled. Moustache has this benzoin rose that really stands out more than even I experienced with the original Tuxedo. But this is the closest. Will I ever get YSL Tuxedo? I don't know. I have a nice decant. Shout out to my guy Jared Miller. But every time I smell this, I'm like, why get Tuxedo? This performs. The quality is not better. YSL's quality is better. Let's start there. But this is close enough for me. In the air, moving out and about, I'm good. And I also have the Moustache. But this is excellent stuff, man. $27.99 on Amazon for you to smell exactly the way that YSL's Tuxedo, which is a $300-$400 fragrance, in the air. When you walk by someone, guess what they're gonna say? They're gonna say you smell great. They're not gonna say, well, I can smell the $27 difference to a $3. They ain't gonna say that, because Milestone Alhambra nailed this quality. This is one of the best Tuxedo clones out there, and this may keep me from buying, unless I get a great deal on Tuxedo. This is gonna keep me away from spending that money, and I'm good with that. Big balling on the budget, big bang for your buck. This is awesome. From the house of Milestone Alhambra, we have Kismet for Men. Kismet for Men. Don't get this screwed up. There is a ladies version out there as well, so slow down a second. Make sure you have the right bottle for sure. And last but not least, you can find this in the rack store. I like this. It's official. I like this more than the original DNA currently in my fragrance journey. I do. From the house of Guess, we have 1981 Los Angeles. This is very close to Versace's Eros, all right, the original EDT. This is darker. This is richer. There's a tobacco and a plum in here. The DNA on here is that much more bolder and richer. Now, don't get it confused with loud and strong at the rip like Eros is. This is a little bit different from that. Think of a nice, rich, smooth bourbon versus a Hennessy and Coke. There's a difference between the two. Both are good, but the more quality experience for me is going to be that nice, rounded out, smooth bourbon for sure. And that's the comparison that I have. And I love Versace Aero as well. I love the EDP and I love the Parfum. But this right here is different. That plum and tobacco, they did a great job for sure. Get your nose on this. 20 bucks for 100 ml. Don't pay no more. Maybe $24.99. Okay. But for 100 ml, I've seen 50 mls go for $19.99 as well. You can grab it, it's fine. This is awesome bang for your buck. Trust me, I got this for a friend of mine last year for the holidays and he's still talking about it. And he finally got out and smelled Versace Eros and he called me and said, bro, like this, the Los Angeles is better than the Eros. Like, it's crazy that this is da-da-da. So, to hear him talk about it, I was like, yeah, man, yeah, you got to get out there. You know, we had a conversation, get your nose on some things. So this right here for me checks the box compared to that EDT from Versace Eros. Richer, bolder. It's in your rack stores. It's on your discounters. If you love that DNA, trust me, get your nose on it and see for yourself. From the house of Guess, we have 1981 Los Angeles. Okay, there we go, Los Angeles. All right, y'all, so those were 8 balling on a budget. Balling on a budget fragrances that don't smell like their price point. These are not cheap as far as quality. You do get a good amount of solid quality with all of these fragrances, which are $40 and below from the last time that I checked for sure. All right, so good stuff here. Don't crash out, man, spending way more money than you can to smell great. All right, look into these 8 and you will be just fine, better than fine. All right, so until next time, y'all know what it is. Be cool, be safe, take care of yourselves. Splack it up, splack it down, splack it that thing all around. And remember, what you put onto this world is exactly what you are going to get back. Let me know down below some more balling on a budget fragrances, man. Let me know, drop them in the comments. People in the comments might be looking for other options than these 8. So drop them down below, Smell Good family. I appreciate y'all. Splacker.